Hello and welcome back to Spineshank. I haven't played for a bit. The last part was too embarrassing for me to follow up to, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I know I've just been fucking around that. Last time, I should go to bed, so it becomes day again. What the fuck was that? That was a witch, right? Jesus, that freaked me out. Is there a witch in my garden? What's going on? What the fuck? Stop making noises. Go one of these fucks. I don't know why this happened, but I'm turning this into more seats. Like this. That should work, I guess. You don't belong here, this is my home. Do you have a sword? No. I don't have a sword. I hope I don't get attacked from behind. I didn't. Alright, time to kill. Yo, that's too many. I can't fight this. No. Shit, this sucks. Go away. I don't need that much iron bars on me. I'll put some in my box. It's full. I can't put any more shit in there. I'll use this box then. I don't need this. It's too much stuff. Yeah, I'll put that iron stuff in this. I don't know what to do now. Let's go. Let me think. We haven't really explored this world all that much. Caught a wolf apparently. I can make this hole go away. Do I want that? I'll just leave it there for now. Oh yeah, my plan was to just power on through, just do another thing where I talk about something like I did in the last time, until it's like bearable to listen to for other people. I mean, if you look at I don't know, in my teenage years I was really into that kinda internet review guy person stuff. Who was the first one I watched like that? No, eventually I got to the side that is kind of the main station for that kind of stuff. That guy with the glasses through a German World of Warcraft thing. I think I got there. There was a guy who was a big fan of that kind of stuff. Was my kind of age as I am now back then. It was always kind of weird, because I kind of grew out of it, but they didn't. And yeah, they were inspired and like did some stuff like that. You know, they play video games, I guess, and then hey, let's tell people how I feel about this. My opinions are important, and I am funny at telling them to people. Which I don't know, like the people that were featured on the site. I mean, there was probably some quality control there, but they were even in their the first was always a bit awkward when compared to the latter ones, but you can tell that they can do this if you're up for that. At least, like nowadays I couldn't watch that stuff anymore. Most of the, at least not. That's not really not. It's mostly because just the personalities suck and I can't really do that anymore. Whereas like back then I was a little baby kid and you know I had no concept of anything. So when some people just talk bullshit, I was like, oh, I guess that's how the world is. Learn something new today. And then eventually you are like, no, actually people are talking about South Park again nowadays. I haven't watched that show since I think I probably stopped later than I actually think I did. I'd like to say I stopped before I stopped being a teenager, but I'm not sure if that's true. It's like a 20 seasons or something like that. Or maybe not. At least too many to just keep track of anymore. You could like watch it on the site for free. It was convenient if you like had to kill 20 minutes or however long those episodes were. When I first saw that, that was as when I was having a sleepover with my best friend at the time. But this really cool room. He had like you know, the small room with the bed and computer and wardrobe and stuff. But then he also had this ladder up to the attic. That's what you say, right? The attic, which was like divided into two rooms, one for him, one for his sister. Where he had like a TV in this window out of the roof and this. I don't know. I always thought it was really cool to have like a separate room there, which yeah, like a parent would have a hard time getting to because like ladders aren't something you just do anymore. Then you can just be up there, no one fucking knows. I'm just doing the same shit away. I hate this grass, but I need it to be gone. Just fuck off with this. I think I even already went into this direction at some point. Anyway, yeah, we like stayed up all night because that's what cool kids do. And on MTV they showed like these stuff like you know, South Park, they show like 4 episodes in a row, some shit. They had like Happy Tree Friends shorts, which I think from the shows they show around there would hold up the best because there isn't like, as far as I'm aware, there isn't really any racism or some shit in Happy Tree Friends. It's just animals dying. There's some the disabled characters in the show a bit weird because like they always like the figures not having like adjusted to the disability at all. Like the mole just acted like someone who like just got blinded yesterday or something. It was what weird. I never actually. It took me a while to figure out what's going on with Andy, who like his thing is like that he has no hands and he's like a construction worker or whatever you call that, and he could only do construction work while off screen, and when he's on screen he couldn't do shit anymore. I think one of the first episodes he like, before the episode starts, he like built a treehouse for this other character, and you know, it's all good, like, you know, and then the treehouse catches on fire for some reason, and then he wants to extinguish the fire, but he can't because he's on screen now and he can't pick up the bucket with the water anymore. One show that I don't see anyone talking about in any capacity anymore is Drawn Together, which was this sitcom kinda thing. Where it's like these characters with all like different, coming from different kind of animation. Like there was this pig guy who was like internet flash emoji thing, flashcards that existed for a while, and like this superhero guy, fucking Disney princess, SpongeBob, whatever. And the concept behind it is kinda interesting. Like they all kinda, the universes these characters usually come from, they all have like different rules, like from a serious kinda cartoon thing that still holds up to like normal physics. You know, if a character gets shot there, they don't just get smoke in the face and just look funny for a second. And if a cartoon character from like Tom and Jerry did that, the way that would work in their world is completely different. So if these characters in the same world, but the way their perceived reality works is completely different from one another. It's kind of an interesting concept, but it's not really executed that well. I don't really remember, but I mean, I haven't seen this in like 20 years or something, but I don't remember anything of it. I only remember they showed the one guy's dick on screen. I mean, it was just basically a yellow rod or something, but at some point there was a cow there who was like a real picture of a cow, and then this one guy could like cure all kinds of diseases by jacking off and stuff. I guess but yeah, I haven't really watched that recently to tell if it's like really bad, but I couldn't imagine it being good in any way. There was this the producer or whatever, I don't know what they called the character, who was like the joke was that it's like usually that guy only existed as a on the speakers, like, because he doesn't actually show up in the show, because it's like, you know, you don't really see the production staff in the actual episodes, I guess. So when he actually showed up, he had just like his head was like this fucking school bell thing. I don't know, like the thing that character would usually communicate with the cast, I suppose. Basically, the thing is, I watched the German version of course on MTV, and in that version, the name of the character was like greedy producer guy or something like that. But in the original version, that name was a bit not that harmless. I don't know. Instead of like greedy, they called him Jewish, I think, which is I think that fact alone kind of points to novel quality of humor. I don't know if I wanted to like lead this tension to anywhere. I was talking about South Park. I wanted to mention something about that, I think. I watched the movie, I know, because like as a kid I was really into it, because I don't know, because it's edgy and cool people watch it. I don't remember fucking anything from that, aside from that they like had Kenny remove the hoodie and he was like a person under there. I guess that was a big deal at some point. And it was like a musical, and I actually had the fucking songs on my MP3 player. Like a fucking idiot. That was like before I even knew what the fuck music is. Before I like listened to anything except shit. I also had the song from Seven Dwarfs, the German comedian movie. I think the animated version of that, not animated version, but the third movie in the series that was animated also made it overseas. But no one knew who the fucking people were because they are based on German comedians. I had the songs from that show on my MP3 player because I didn't know what music was, and so I didn't have any of that to listen to. Then in 2012, I think, I'm here. That's when I like, how did I get in? I think it was actually with My Little Pony. This is when I got into like actual music and not just ripping random songs off YouTube that I liked without checking up with the rest of them. Usually it was just video game soundtracks because liking real ass bands was weird to me at the time. But then I got into these My Little Pony music videos things, and because it's like bronies and they wanted to not feel too emasculated, I guess they had to like do the manly music and do the rock and metal stuff. So that's how I got into that. Someone did like there was some Sonic soundtracks with like Shadow songs, very cool and badass, and one was with a Skillet song called, that was, what's it called, Falling Inside the Black, I think. I don't know if these videos are still up. Well, that was back then when people were still hopeful that the fucking brony fandom would like be jumping point for men to like not be into shit anymore. That's like, you gotta be evil and violent, and if you don't, then you're bad at being men, and if you do that, you know, something that has the message like you can have emotions and be nice to people and not be a complete piece of shit no one likes and still be okay. But no, bronies took it and then just turned around, like completely turned it around, so it's just the same fuck shit. Made like, what's it called, the cupcake thing that still gets like fucking fan art of it done today, or like fan version that's like evil murder fucking Saw hostile shit, and just you you got this fucker that did like a Fallout New Quest or whatever it's called. It's just all, they just made all these shitty things that are like completely what I wouldn't want these people to have as a thing. I'll try and reconfigure that sentence with words. Like they had a show that would give them something else than they usually get from media, something that could teach them something else and make them give them in a thing that they're willing to watch and like consider the things said in it. And then they just turn it around and just disregard all the fucking things. Just they like the show but don't like the messages because it conflicts with what they usually told. And they just make their own content, but the one that sucks, like all gritty, evil, hate everybody, I'm so cool bullshit. And you know, for one, I think whatever I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put at the end of this, I think. Like I did consider myself a brony at some point. I guess that was back when I thought I was actually a boy, and I was like happy that I could actually like have something that actually spoke to me, because like I was so alienated by anything directed at me at the time, and I just had such a hard time navigating the space of like you can't like anything that's girly and like considered girly by us, and also everything that's just remotely fun and not shitty and awful is like considered girly. You can't like that. I was so happy when I was like watching, what was it, Teenage Robot or something, and my friend said like, yeah, it's girly, but it's good actually. We can watch that. It's okay because it's good, even though. I was like, oh thank fucking God, I can watch something that's actually good for fucking once. But like, all the other shows were still bad, but in their eyes, and I couldn't watch that and be okay. I'm making this stuff. I'm gotten better at like talking and making shit at the same time. I'm not just working on my garden. I actually get shit done even if it's not interesting, so that's good. See, I'm making progress, even though I haven't really talked about something coherent, but I've just gotten from one topic to another, but that's actually fine. That's how they usually do it. Now I'm kinda run out of things to say. I feel like I've got more material to talk about South Park because I watched a big deal of it. I don't know how many more fucking seasons this shit out since I stopped watching. I've done. I think one of the last ones maybe. Oh shit, you motherfucker! Yeah, you stuck in the fucking spider webs, asshole. Actually, I don't think it was one of the last, which with the iPad Human Centipede thing. Didn't you know they made 3 Human Centipede movies? And then they stopped. And probably, well, they didn't make a remake in 2005, so I think it was safe. I haven't watched it. That's maybe surprising, but I didn't. You could see I'm not into that kind of stuff anymore. Gross things for the sake of being not nice to see. Loved that as a kid. If you watch my things that I did as a kid, as I was like 10 years old, or I started with 9, I think, doing this stuff, and it was like, oh, it's a poop, or it's something else gross that the human body makes, and it's all over the place. It's funny, and I hate that. I don't like that at all. No poop anymore. No, it doesn't exist. Not canon. Doesn't. No. Don't like it. I think, yeah, I think I remember what I wanted to say. The moment where I started getting, I can't think of the word, where I started like noticing that South Park is kind of I was like a kid. I didn't know shit about anything, and that kind of helped in that regard. But at some point they talked about a topic I actually had like some knowledge about, not much. Like I read 2, 3 internet articles, shit like about it. Was actually the episode where it's like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Cartman like got himself diagnosed with autism or something. I don't know what the joke was, and that's when I noticed, because I like actually knew what, like there's many, of course, many ways you like. I don't think there's like the autistic character, because it's like something that's like there's no unifying characteristic really, but the idea that the fucking creators from South Park got what a character that's autistic should be like uniformly all of them, really not. I mean, that's when I kind of noticed these people don't fucking do research at fucking all. They just shit it out, which is kind of their business model, since they like take a week, which is actually just the amount of time between episodes. I don't think they put more than 2 days into this. Oh shit, my ex is gone. But yeah, that's kind of how you do things when you're like that. That you don't have to research anything or know shit about something. If you're just some white guy, you can talk about something. Nothing will just assume you know shit from being smart, good, best person on earth, and take your word for it. That's not why I stopped watching. No, that's just kind of what clued me in, and eventually got me to where I think I needed it to be like. I think I needed to be considered good to not to stop liking it, because I was still like trying to fit in. So when I heard people be like, yeah, South Park sucks, I was like, well, thank God I can think this way too now, because there's actually other people that think that way. And then at some point in my life I became independent and can fuck you, piece of shit, and started to have like my own opinions, which basically lets me be okay with having my own views on things, as long as I actually feel like I have thought about this and don't just knee-jerk reaction things. Because, you know, it's not a good advice to be like, you can have opinion of that others don't share, but that doesn't mean that every opinion you just immediately form on things should not be contested in any way. Like, you should still like make sure you have thought about it, and that you know what you're talking about when you do that. Like, you don't need to like see something for the first time and make your opinion right then and there after seeing it. Don't need to do that. No one asks you to be like an authority on that right away. So you can be like, give me a few days to like think about it, I guess, or do my research on the things it's talking about, so I can know in what context this exists, and you know. And South Park kind of teaches you the opposite, but it's like, oh, I watched one fucking episode of South Park that did a topic which no one involved with doing this did any research on it all, and just took it whatever came into their head when they wrote it, I guess. That's not a good basis to have your opinions. I think I kind of didn't really do that kind of coherently what I'm trying to say. I kind of have like two different messages in that, but I think you can figure it out. I want to go home and put my full inventory in there. You know, one thing they should add in a patch or upgrade to Minecraft is like a way to make your inventory bigger. I don't know if that would break the game if you did that, but it's like this seems small at some point because there's so much shit you want to carry with you. Like this, I forgot I got with me. I want that. I guess it's fine if you do this. You kind of have to like manage your inventory and like consider what you want to take with you because it gives you a reason to like go back to places, I suppose, because you didn't have the like tools on you. I don't know. It would be more convenient if there was no limit like that in your Pokemon parts where you just put all everything you pick up is just in your bag forever. Oh my god, that a lot good. I got this. I'll just throw it away. Now I have to leave so that doesn't happen. I feel like I breezed through like I usually do through all the things I just talked about, so I don't know if I actually if this is such a long path yet. Try to have an hour long part, but I think we're kind of done here. So I'll just put that shit in there. I don't need more than one of these. Don't need dirt. Don't need these. Got enough of those. The rest I keep. Didn't terraform the landscape that much today, but it's fine. Oh shit. Better be careful. No. And there you go. Yep, that works. See ya in the next Minecraft world. Crime math. Crime math. Minecraft. Slimecraft?